Hey everybody, it's Angel and Mayhem
What's
from
up?
Hello. From Halo Inspirations. We give you inspirations to help you spread beauty and joy through your quilting journey. I was just checking my mic. Make sure I didn't have it muted. Wouldn't be the first time. So a video dropped today. Whoop whoop. Hello, Miss Sherry. And hello to all of those who are in Lurkerville. If you're so inclined, we'd love to be able to say hello and know that you're here. So a video did drop, and it was a small Valentine project. Now, I actually dreamt this up, probably like around April of last year. So I didn't have it solidified, but I knew the idea. And if you watch the video today, you would know it all comes from, it started with a childhood memory, which I talk about in the video, but it's a childhood memory about Valentine's and what we did in school. And I did ask others, and I have a couple of people who just had some really awesome responses. Hello there, Sherlock Sows. Hello, Sharina. Glad to see you. And it's always fun to hear those responses because we all have, growing up in different places, as a kid, we all had something we did during Valentine's when you went to school. Michael, I'm going to ask you, what do you remember about Valentine's Day when you had to go to school on Valentine's?
The only thing I ever remember doing is like sharing,
Oh,
what is that called? Like Valentine's with each other. I don't really remember doing anything else crazy. I mean, maybe, but like my only memories is we had to make sure, and then like if you had a crush on someone, you had to make sure they got the special one. I remember talking about that with a friend. But other than that, I don't know.
okay, but I will say one of the things about Valentine's, we put a lot of stress, kind of like Christmas. We put a lot of stress on it where you got to find the perfect gift. And with Valentine's, there seems to be a lot of, intense idea. What's the best thing I can do with my loved one? With my husband, with my wife, with my significant other. What can I do? Is it a great dinner? Is it diamond earrings? A diamond bracelet? Is it a dozen roses? There's so much. And, the commercials start early. I don't think they start before
Yeah,
Christmas.
I,
But
I have like the
hey
biggest
there, Mom.
issues
Glad to
with
see you. And
Valentine's
hello,
Day.
Colleen. You cracked me up. I was laughing. She says hello from Lurkerville.
I love it. I see. I
Yeah.
have my issues with it though. It's because like it should. Yes, it's cool to have an excuse, but like you should be trying to make your significant other happy 365 days a year, not only
That is
one day a year.
true. But it's
And I
not.
don't. That's one thing I don't like. That
I
no, because
agree.
there are people. Most people don't do anything all the time, and they only do things on Valentine's. Now, if you do stuff randomly throughout the year, cool, and you just make this another day for specialty, cool. But there's so many people that don't. I don't like.
You know what I should have done?
Eh.
I should have gotten the history of Valentine's Day. But that's okay.
You see,
The
that
whole
would have been
thing is,
smart.
yeah, it would have been. The thing is, we don't have to do something for just somebody we love. We can do it for a friend. We can do it for our
Yeah,
neighbors. We can do it for
yeah,
anybody. Just like when we were kids, we just
yeah.
passed Valentine's, and some of us had those little candy hearts. What little thing? Oh, that's an idea. I'm coming up with all kinds of ideas. But those little candy hearts, and they have little
Mm.
stuff printed on them. I mean, we would give those, or mom and dad would buy little candy packs, and you gave it with your little
We'd buy the
card. You
box.
can,
Yeah, I
yeah, you
remember the
can.
box, and it had like
Oh,
90 Valentines in it. Yeah, I remember all that. And you could like, or
oh,
you had to
yeah.
make them. Sometimes they had like the sucker that folded around the card. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, those,
yeah.
yes. How cool is that, right? So the whole inspiration came from going back to that memory
Mm,
as a kid and
I love that.
expressing
That's cool.
that you're thinking about somebody, and it doesn't have to be your loved one.
For
Now, it
me,
could be. You could
yeah.
do this project with a loved one, but what we
Mm,
did is we made fabric envelopes, okay? And they're a little different than what I found online. Number one, I'm using ribbon to tie them. And listen, I can't tie to save my life. But what was important was I used binding because I felt like it made it look like an envelope because it has an outline. That was really important to me. Now, the idea on how to do the envelope, it comes from origami. And I couldn't read nothing, and they didn't have measurements listed. And they had, I said pictures, but they were actually diagrams. And the one thing that was different is they actually cut the corner off of here so it was more flat. I didn't even want to go there. I thought we'll just keep it simple because this is all supposed to be simple. But you can fit, look, this is a good size card. And in the video,
gotta kiss it.
Aw. In the
No,
video,
that was keep it simple, stupid.
I actually, yeah, exactly. I put more than this in there so you can see what it actually holds, but it'll hold a good size card and it will definitely close very easily. Okay. So that was the inspiration, and I wanted to share the inspiration. And I will say, before I forget, Sharina does say it would be a great secret sister gift. Yes, it would. You're absolutely right. That'd be a lot of fun. Hello, around to it. Shirley here. She says hello from Alberta, Canada. Hand pink waving. Oh, that must be like the emoji. Sorry. Mine won't show it. So it just tells me what it is.
Yeah, it's a pink hand and it's waving. Literally.
I got it. After I read it, I feel so dumb. Okay, so that was the inspiration. I got a couple things to add. I always do. And then I did promise in the video, we're going to talk a little bit about thread picking. And I struggled with this because I didn't have the right color. And I want to show you how I would find the right color. Okay. And one of the tools that I use and where you can get them. And they can go for all kinds of projects, even if you are quilting your own project. Sharina, commercialism, there we go, has made it so expensive. Give flowers or chocolates a couple of weeks before or after and save yourself so much money.
You know how you can make it even more helpful or more heartfelt and cheaper? You make it.
That's what I'm talking about. And you can use scraps. Now, I do tell you what, this is darling fabric, guys. It really is. You can see the backs. They're two different. I used one for, they're both used. One's on the inside and the other one's on the outside. So they're super cute, but you don't need to buy fabric. You can seriously use your scraps, okay? So I have a couple of things that I want to add to that, and then we're going to talk about a few other things. So get yourself some tea or coffee. I don't drink coffee. Or Sprite Zero. I got Sprite. I could tell you it's water, but I'd be lying. Okay. So the first thing I wanted to share with you guys is I did talk about the binding. So this is 10-inch square friendly. Okay. It's all 10-inch squares except for the binding, obviously. And I did a single fold binding, which I'm going to do a demo in February if you've never done single fold binding. I'm new at it, so I'm still in a learning curve with it as far as making things look pretty. But so we'll do that next month. But I said it was 40 inches. Well, no, that's not true because then you don't have any overlap. I always put 10. I don't think you need 10. But if you did 10, it's 50 inches. Now, the interesting thing about it, and I don't know, and okay, so if we said 50 inches and we assume that our strip is 40 inches of usage, then it's a strip and 10 inches and you put them together, right? Well, I will tell you, I just cut 2 strips, 1.25 width, got her done, put them together. Yeah, you like that? Those are technical terms.
Yeah, that was a good sound. No, that was a good sound. I like that. It was good.
Yeah, so I put them together and then I went ahead and put the binding on, and right after the overlap, so you have the overlap to join them, I cut it. Well, and it actually went, I think it went this way. That's all I had left. And listen, it's where I joined them. So I don't know how long that fabric is. I'm guessing it's a 43 by 45 just because I had this much left, but I can't tell you that for sure without looking. But I thought it was interesting because it took one strip. So then I had to add more to it because, I took part of it. And I added 10 inches, but this is what I had left. And let's see. It's 17 inches. 17. 7 inches right here. Okay. Yeah.
17 inches? Got it.
So I'm telling you, I would do 2 strips, but it might not take 2 strips. It might not take a part of the second strip, is what I'm telling you. I just want to give you a heads up. I do my math based off of 40 inches. I even do it for myself. That's why I cut 2 strips. It was interesting. Because not all fabric is the same width, right? So I wanted to share that with you. Now, the other thing, I'm going to bring the overhead. Oh, darn, I just dropped something.
Why do you need a quicker picker up? I'm scared. What's that? Why?
Oh, we got comments.
Yeah, sure goes, here with coffee, need a quicker picker up, or what? Why? What?
Because
Did you spill the
feeling
coffee?
the afternoon slump, Michael. Do you not ever get the afternoon slump?
What is with the quicker picker? Oh, I get.
Oh,
I
were
was
thinking
of like.
What is that? The paper towels?
The bounty. Oh my god. That's funny. I get it now. I'm tracking. Okay. All right, cool.
So Sharina says she loves the fabrics. I have some of the Ladybug fabric. Yeah, I love the Ladybug fabric from Red Hot line. And Riley Blake. That was what we used in the binding. And Sherry says, here with coffee, need a quicker picker-upper.
Yeah.
Funny. So I did use Pellon 82, and it's a non-woven. It's a little thicker, and it definitely gave it. I wanted that.
That's the quicker picker up.
I wanted to. Hello there, Memoirs of a Long Arm Quilter. Glad to see you. I wanted to give it some stiffness, and it needed to be fusible on both sides so that I could fuse on both sides. Okay, so I cut 10. I bought by yard. Okay, and that's what's in the shop. It's by the yard. You can buy a half yard, but it's by the yard. So I cut 10-inch squares. Okay, now what I want to warn you about, and why I'm going to pull you under. Oh, and I'm going to need to stand up or pull you over, right? Because it's an overhead. If you use a 10-inch square pack, let me. What button is it?
Where?
Nope, not that button. I almost logged y'all out. Oh, Pennsylvania. And it snowed in Kansas City yesterday.
I thought we were done.
No, we're not even close. I don't know if you'll be able to see
46
this.
degrees here.
I'm gonna try to do this. Okay.
You're gonna try?
I am. But you're vocal today. Okay.
You wanted me to be. That's what you told me.
I do.
You said you need more energy. I got more energy. I'm up.
All right. So, if you use a 10-inch square pack, number one, it's got pinked edges. Okay. So I used parchment paper to protect my surfaces and my iron. I would definitely do that if you were doing it with pinked edges because they don't go all the way to the edge. Okay. I don't know how much you can see. I'm hoping you can see it, but on this side of it, there is a metric ton of my 10-inch square fusible.
Wow.
Huh?
Nothing. Continue. Sorry. Okay. I'm just really excited about this whole thing with my internet browser, and it makes the video so much better.
Okay. Well, you're distracting. So, it's really it stops here. I'm going to show you. This is the valley of the 10-inch square, and here is actually where my fusible ends. So there's a good gap there. Now, it's not so big that you couldn't bind this still. Okay? It will still be fine. I just want you to be cognitive when you use a pre-cut that I would definitely protect your iron and the surface that you're using from the fusible. Let me go ahead and switch back here.
Got it, I believe.
Sharina says that she wants a cup of hot cocoa. It's snowing there too. She's in
That's what I
Utah.
was
She's
talking
on.
about. That's
Yeah.
what. Oh, she's in Utah. You're right. You're my neighbor, and it's not snowing here. It's 40, about to be 49. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Around to it. Remember? Oh, she's talking. Hello, Steph. So,
Yo.
all right. I just wanted to give you a heads up on that. It's still 10-inch friendly, 10-inch square friendly, or layer cake friendly. But you really need to be careful when you're pressing if you have these pinked edges and they don't. If it's bigger than 10 inches, I would do one side at a time. And trust me, I've done that. And it works with parchment paper. But the reason is because you're going to want to cut it down. Bless you. And you may not be able to see exactly where the fusible is. But if it's right at 10 inches, but because of those pinked edges, or it's crooked, because you know how sometimes we get crooked 10-inch squares, just be careful. And if you really want it to be permanently adhered and not separate from the fusible, I do encourage you to use the Pell-On method with a damp cloth and with a regular iron. I used my handheld. It doesn't work as well. And I didn't use damp because I ended up quilting it. But just an FYI, if you really want it to stick, use Pell-On's method. Okay, so that's that. Anybody have any questions? Michael, did you see any questions?
I did not see any questions.
All right.
They're talking about Sherlock Sows is saying they're having coffee and it's snowing in Michigan as well.
Oh.
How do you know
Wow.
about snow,
It's
man?
snowing
I'm
everywhere.
normally the one with
It's not
snow.
snowing here
Yeah,
either.
not
It's
here.
raining. But
Yeah,
It's
I know, but I'm normally cold when everyone else is cold. I'm about to be at 49 degrees.
I will tell you, I did do a crosshatch, which I talk about. It was really beneficial with this project because it gave me a grid on my fabric to work with. I want to tell you, it took me less than 12 minutes to quilt one. That's how fast this is. It's really a fast and simple project. If you're interested, because I'm telling you, now you've got the sniffles. It's a great Valentine's type of project. Now, the last thing I want to add specifically about the project before we go into thread, because we're going to talk about thread, and I'm going to show you a little tool. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to pull you over again. Maybe.
Over under?
Yeah, whatever it is. Okay. So in the video, okay, you saw me when I talked about putting these in, and I just barely put them. I put them closer to the point. Now here's why. And then I have the wrong side facing up. Okay. When I actually close this, I fold this over and I use this to go this direction. And I use this one goes underneath to go that direction. Okay. And I pull them around back and I tie a bow. Okay. They're pulled around back and I tied a bow. Now the reason why I did it like that is because we're pulling this direction on the binding. If we did it this way, because you can, okay, number one, I don't know, it folds a little funky, I think, but you could do it. Then you'd have to flip them. But the reason I didn't is because if you'll notice, it pulls funny on that binding, and I didn't want to give it more stress than needed. So that's where that came from. Now, if you want it to not be, because when you pull on this, this one on the top kind of twists the ribbon a little bit. So it makes it a little fun. But you could pull these down a little bit lower so that they're not so close and going to twist on you. You can do that. This is your own project. You can do whatever you want. You don't even have to use ribbon if you don't want. I thought about snaps. Snaps would be cool, but I didn't want to go there in a video, especially with a lot of beginners that we have. I think it would scare them. So I didn't do, eventually I will, but a snap would be really cool. Number one, I did do bias ties on one of them, actually on two of them, on two of the experiments, but they're so bulky, I didn't like it either. And I did it even with a button. I put a button down below and I had bias tape that I made. I didn't like it. It was too bulky to get around the button. I did think if you did some bias tape, you could put a ring down here and slip knot it through. That might work. I hadn't tried that. But I wanted to give you some suggestions on the ties, okay? Just in case you're finding it a little finicky. I like it. But
You could also do straight down and behind.
huh? Oh, you could do straight down and yeah. But then how's the other side? I don't know. That would be interesting. You could. I'd have to figure that out. But you're right, Michael. I thought about that too. But, you know, coming straight out of the point and then wrapping it around. You could.
Yeah. You could do
You could probably tie it in the front that way if you did two pieces coming right out of the tip. Down, it would come out down here, though.
And then wrap it. Yeah.
And then you wrap it. And then come back to the second piece and tie a little bow. It could be done. I'd have to see what it looks like because it is an idea.
Yeah.
But
you could Velcro it. That's a good one. Karina says Velcro.
Oh, there you go. Velcro's good. Velcro's a really good idea. I should have thought of that. That'd have been easy. But
click, 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 click. Yeah.
Yeah, that was easy. Okay, so
where's the button?
Yeah, you know, I thought about downloading it, but it's probably copyrighted. So,
No.
One of the other things I talked about in this video is I did my first binding, and I was super nervous with you guys. Not my first, but my first with you guys. I chose a dark red thread, and it's completely against my norm. I usually sew with a light thread on dark fabric, hence the second one. And because of the way this binding is, and you'll have to watch the video, I get more specific about it. You can see more. So it definitely worked out better to do a lighter color on the binding, the light pink. Now, in all realness, guys, let me come back at you. In all realness, the best thing is absolutely to match your threads, okay, to your binding. All right, so saying that, we're going to talk about threads. And I am... What are you laughing at?
You're funny.
Oh, okay.
You're funny. Oh,
Sharina, I'm going to hit the...
DC knockoff, right? Oh.
There is a chance of snow here 4 of the next 7 days. We're on a drought recovery, so snow is good. Snow is good. If you didn't want to use ribbon, you could use red dot Velcro. There's where that came from. Yep, Velcro. Sharina said it too. Very good. See, y'all are amazing. Should have talked to you before. Okay, so as far as picking thread colors, I want to tell you about a couple of tools. Well, it's one tool that I use, and I'm going to show you a little bit how I use it. So this is mine. Okay, and I think they have a new one out. I'd have to sit and count the colors because I want to say Orfil has 270 colors and 35 variegated.
Oh, wow.
I want to say that's the right number. I'd have to look for sure. But if my memory is correct, that's what they have. So I could sit and count how many threads I have here to see if I have the right amount. But I do know the packaging. There's some words down here, so I know mine's older. I tried to get some more of these before I talked about it. However, I have a relationship with Orfil, but I didn't order any through them yet because I'm going to order a whole bunch of thread when I go to open the shop. The brick and mortar, not the online one. So I'm going to wait. And the current vendor who I was able to get these from no longer carries them. So I couldn't get any for our online shop currently. But these things are a gem. Okay. So I'm going to open, this is Orfil. I actually have another one and I'll show it to you for another reason. But it has all the colors on threads, on a little disc. It's not a paint, it's actually thread. Okay, it's the real thread. All right? Every one of them. They're in there. It is super cool. Oh, I just lost my ear. Okay, so I'm going to pull you under and show you how I use this when I'm trying to decide about thread, because as you know, I used a darker color, and this is the Ladybug in red. It's the same that I used on the binding. So I thought it was appropriate to bring it under and show you how I would go about picking some thread to start with. All right. So let me pull you. Well, I keep saying pull you under, but I mean do the overhead. You know what I mean.
Over under.
All right. Over under. Let me turn the light up a little bit. There we go.
Ugh.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So there is a bunch of colors in here. Okay. And then they talk about different things on the side. They even have flosses. They have a color coding little chart. But this is what I use mine for. Okay. So knowing that this is a red fabric, I would go to the red area. All right. And I will tell you, what number is this? I ended up using 1103, which is this one right here. Okay. And you can visibly see that it's darker. Now, when I do go to quilt or to try and match threads, I always pull one line off, because this is your best indicator, and look to see if it's close or what it's going to do or what it's going to look like, because you'd be surprised. Lavender goes with a lot of colors. You wouldn't think it would, but it blends with so many colors. A light lilac or a lavender. So I don't know if, yeah, you can see that really well. See how much it contrasts? Now I'm going to pull this off. I still have the baby pink loaded. I ended up preferring baby pink. Now you can still see how much it shows up. However, let me put the burgundy with it and pull it up for you guys. Whoop. Oh, there goes my spool. It hit the floor. Listen, that means I got to throw some thread out. I can't get it wound. Okay. So there you can see, well, a little bit. It's hard to see, but it's there, right? It's hard to see. But the point is, this is what I do, okay? And if I'm not sure exactly what color, I'll take several spools and I'll just literally, and I did this during the bookshelf quilt. So if you want to see me do this to try and pick a color, I used like baby blue, light lilac. I used dove, which is a light gray. I had several colors. I think I even did yellow. I'm not sure for, my memory is correct, but I had like 4 or 5 different colors. And I just took a strand and I laid each one of those colors across. Now, a good way to start though, let me just show you this. Let me fold this up a little bit so it's under the camera. So this is 1103. And you can visibly see that is not going to match. Yeah, no, not going to match. But these ones are they seem to me a little more closer. So I will be real with you guys. The first one I laid it down with was this one. Well, to me, that's still just a little bit too dark. Okay. So then I went to the one up, and that is nearly perfect. So that number is 2265. It's got an asterisk. I don't remember what the asterisks mean, but it's 2265. So I would go looking for 2265. Whether it was at your local quilt shop, whether it is on your favorite online quilt shop, aka Halo. No, just kidding. You know, wherever it is that you shop for your, if you're using Orifil, because this is an Orifil card, you know to go start looking for 2265. Okay. So I wanted to share that. Now, saying that, I will tell you other companies also have cards, color cards. We call them color cards. Now, I also carry Bottom Line. They have 55 colors. I do not have them all yet. We're working on it a little bit at a time. And they too have a color card. So again, you can simply, now theirs are much more dramatic for me. I don't find, because there's not so many colors, they don't have as much variation. So it's really a lot easier to pick. And I will tell you, this is a 60 weight and it's poly, okay? Polyester thread. So, which we carry because a lot of people quilt with it. So we do sell some of this and that's why it's there. I'm going to try it. I haven't tried it yet. But you know, there is a couple of yellows here. Now this one seems really bright and that one doesn't seem as much bright. And then we have a little bit of a gold here. But at least I would know what colors they have. And then the number, because it tells you this is 601 yellow. This is 641 bright yellow. So then it makes it easier for me. Okay, this is what I want. I want number 601 yellow. And I go to my quilt shop that I know carries the Bottom Line. And I can make my purchase a lot easier. Okay, so I wanted to share these tools. Now, as far as where to get the Orifil one, I will have them when we open our brick and mortar. Okay, I'll make sure to get some new ones that have all the current colors in it. But in the meantime, because I don't want to send you nowhere, there's two places that I'm aware that carry it. Fat Quarter Shop has them listed for $44.98. Yeah, that's pretty expensive, right? Now, I will also tell you that Orifil.com has a shop button and it's on sale for $35. $35. So that's almost
Let's go.
That's 2 cents cheaper than what Fat Quarter Shop's carrying right now. So I would, and I love Orifil. I mean, I love Fat Quarter Shop too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not dissing them, but I really enjoy Orifil thread. So if you are an Orifil person and you want one of these, I highly encourage you while it's on sale for $35. That is a darn good price. $35 is really, really good. So check out Orifil.com and they have them listed for $35 underneath their shop button. Now this one, I think you can actually find it on Amazon. And they're not very expensive. And I want to say, I was at a quilt show. I can get them now. So if anybody wants one of these, just let me know. I'll get them for you. But I think I paid at the quilt show, it was $6 and change. So these are dramatically cheaper, but it's one card. Okay. It's not a whole book. And these are your real threads too. These aren't paint chips. They're not colored on. This is truly the thread, just like on Orifils. And they put them on a little strip and they label them so that you know exactly what color is what and what their numbers are. And I wanted to share that with you because it is such an asset to have a color card for your favorite thread to help you start somewhere to pick just the color that you would like. Okay? Let me come back at you. Maybe. My ears keep falling out. All right. Make sure. Oh, so does anybody have any questions about thread picking? I don't see any questions, so I'm going to keep moving because I have just a couple of things to share with you of new products. We've got more that'll be up tomorrow, and we actually have a small order coming from Riley Blake this afternoon. I got a lot of stuff from Riley Blake that should be coming, but I know we got stuff in March for sure, but I got a little something coming. I got this poor thread. Let me grab this thread maybe. Oh my, y'all. It dropped on the floor. Oh, and it rolled under the chair. I'll have to wait till after the live. So I've got this. Oh, welcome to
Making a
my
mess.
life. Yeah, hot
Making a
mess.
mess. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to show you one fat quarter bundle that we haven't talked about yet. It is in, Michael, if you would put the link now for our shop. It is under what's new currently. I don't know how long it'll stay. Michael is in charge of that, but it is under the what's new tab, and so is the other thing. So we're going to start with the fat quarter bundle, and this one's mine. I always keep one. All right. Purples, whites, greens. And when I say purples, we have light and dark. Huh?
At least.
It'll be in there for a month?
At least
okay.
a month.
Okay.
At least.
Okay. So, this really looks like Easter to me. But it's definitely spring related. So I'm going to pull you under and let you see. Because y'all love this. Thank you, Michael, for sharing the links.
Oh, of course.
I keep saying pull you under. We're not going under anywhere. Okay. I got this poor
Going
thread.
over
It's
under.
everywhere. So one of the things I will say, this is called In Bloom. Okay. And it is actually, I wrote it down because I'd never remember, a 17-piece fat quarter bundle by Whistler Studios for Windham Fabrics. Okay. Price listed currently is $65.99. So for 17 fat quarters. So understanding that, we have flowers and different butterflies on a white and gray background. I don't know if you can tell that there's some gray in there. I'm going to turn down the light a second. Okay, it's a little better. All right, and then we have teal and purple butterflies again on I don't know what's back there. It kind of looks like flowers that are in gray. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's definitely a white background. Then we've got more florals, and these are actually on a diagonal. So let me open this up so you can see what I'm saying. It's like a bias. Okay, so you can see how they're in stripes. So you could actually cut them like that if you so wanted. You know, you could do a lot of different things with that. But I wanted to show you how they were on that angle. All right. Then I'm folding it up, guys. Got to keep it all together or I'll make a mess. All right. Kind of like the thread. Then we also have, just like we do with this gray, we also have florals with butterflies on a purple. And it's kind of like, I don't know what, it's some kind of texture background. Kind of look like pebbles, different size pebbles. And it's a tone on tone back here. Then we have a new kind of thing going on here. And we have it in, oh, there's pinks. Forgot about the pinks. So you can see the pebbles a lot more clearly. And then just like the white version, we also have a pink purple background. I don't know. Can y'all see? I don't know. They look like roses back there. Like right here's one. Right here's one. That's what they look like to me. Super cute. Then just like the pink, we have it in purple for the two-tone with a little texture. Don't those look like pebbles? Okay. So that was a light purple, but we also, I don't know if you call that a blue. It's like a bluish purple. And it has different shades of the same color in the background. And then just like the teal striped floral, we have it in dark purple. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, ah. All right. We had it pink, light purple, bluish purple, and it's a white on white with the same print. It's got those pebbly looking things. I think this one's an oddball. We'll find out. Oh, nope, it's not. So we have these tinier, much smaller print of florals on a off-white background. Super cute, love that. Oh, wait. We're going to add to, we have a teal green. Isn't that gorgeous? That go along with those. Then talking about the butterflies again. So we had it in, oh, not the butterflies, a white, a pink. It's now a pink and a purple background. This one's really pretty too, because these two, it's like teal and purple butterflies, and this one is pink and purple. Super cute, love it. Okay. Then we have the same print, smaller florals on a light purple background. And speaking about the striped or the bias florals, so we had teal, dark purple, and now that bluish purple, blue, light, listen, I am actually colorblind. My mom and I used to argue about blue and purple. I used to think my shorts were purple. She told me they were blue. So I'm struggling with, I'm guessing it's more of a light purple. Okay. Now, we have white or off-white. We have light purple in this small floral. And now we actually have it in dark purple. Ooh, ah, right? I need an ooh, ah. And last but not least, going back to this larger print. Yep, and it does have butterflies. We have it in dark purple, and I wanted to show you the butterfly with it because it doesn't have it on. Oh, nope, there is one. Oh, and look, it's got both. So we've got the teal and purple and the pink and purple. So you get it in white, light purple, and dark purple. So those are your 17 bundles or fat quarters in this In Bloom fat quarter bundle. This is gorgeous. Definitely speaks spring. And here we are snowing, so I know everybody's wanting some spring weather. But I also feel like it looks like Easter. If you celebrate Easter, these are very much Easter type colors. I could see doing a really darling quilt for Easter with that fabric. Okay. Last but not least, for all of you who are Lori Holt fans, and by the way, did you know that she is out of Utah? Did you know that, Michael?
No, did not. Oh, thank you.
We have new quilt seeds. Now, these are from the Calico line because she likes to do her quilt seeds. And it always says on the back, 100% cute. Oh, and it does online. We do have a picture of this so you could see how much you may, if you have the Calico line, great. But even if you don't, how much of each different fabrics are used, because this is just the pattern. Okay. So it's a just add fabric kind of thing. And it says stitch your garden together. So this is the pumpkin, the Calico pumpkin. I think that's adorable. We have, I know everybody's going to love this one, tomatoes. Gotta love that. Isn't it cute? We have the corn and peas. Michael, can you go online and tell me what the unfinished size of this block is? I don't think it tells me. No, it doesn't. We've got peppers. Super cute.
All of them, or?
Yeah, they're all the same.
Oh.
Root veggies. Bless you. So either it's root, either you say root or root. I say root. So it's a root veggies. So we got carrots and turnips and such. And last but not least, squashes. What? Now, I will tell you, here's the deal. You get the pattern for whatever's on the picture, right? You don't have to use the whole thing. You can just take part of it. Figure out some math, to eliminate if you just wanted, like, the zucchini. I'm guessing that's a zucchini and that's a cucumber. It might be vice versa. But we could also say this is
unfinished or finished or both?
Unfinished, please.
Unfinished is 16.5 by 18.
16.5 by 18.5. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
So you can, this might be a cucumber and this is an English cucumber. I don't know. Pick your choice. But you don't have to do the whole thing. You can actually just figure out how to use part of it or just half of it, But the cool thing about it is you can also use them more than once, right? So if you have, knowing how big they are, 16.5 by 18.5, you can put them in corners of your quilt or in the middle of your quilt, depending on what you were doing. I mean, this is only one pumpkin, so that's the only size you're going to get. Okay. But you could use that pumpkin over and over in different quilts, and you'll know how to make it. There are no templates required, it said. And if I haven't opened one, so because these are yours, I am going to, you know what? I'll open. Well, that one. I'm thinking they're not all pieced, but they did say that you don't have to have her templates for it, because you know how she has her templates. Let's just take a peek real quick. I can't show it underneath, but no, the pumpkin is all pieced, just so y'all know. So I'm assuming they're all pieced. If something needed to be given, it would definitely be in the pattern. But the pumpkin's mine. And I'm going to want tomatoes too. I'm probably going to buy one of each, just to be real with you guys. And I might figure out something fun to do with it, because it's so super cute. So all 6 we have in the store currently. They are loaded on the What's New tab. But if you miss it while it's in there, it's also under Mima's Heavenly Quilting Corner. Because my mother, who my kids call Mima, absolutely loves butterflies and Lori Holt. So anything we get that is butterflies or Lori Holt, or if she happens to pick a fabric, we'll put it in there too. For us to sell, we'll go ahead and put it also in there. But everything in there it's all about Mima. Okay, so if you're a Lori Holt fan, you want to see what's in that we have of Lori Holt, you can always check out Mima's Heavenly Quilting Corner. So, all right, let me come back at you guys. Oh, love the pumpkin too. You just love the packaging, Stephanie. Yeah, isn't it cute? Oh, it's just so super cute, and it comes with it, so you can store it in there, or I don't know what else you can also cut it out, I guess, and use it for something else. Oh, love the tomatoes. How big is the block? So it was 16.5 by 18.5 unfinished, so good question. Love these prints and colors. Definitely you. Yes, Mom, you're talking about the In Bloom? It is. It is you. Don't roll around too much or it will tangle on the wheels. Well, we're going to cut it. She's talking about my thread. Let me go ahead and come back at you guys. Yeah. It's everywhere. And I'm not rolling around anywhere. If I do that, I might fall out of my chair.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah. So that's what I wanted to share, because we had other things to talk about. I wanted to cover the block a little bit, or the envelope a little bit. I'm hoping some of you are inspired for that. I wanted to talk about the thread cards because I find it so incredibly useful to see all those colors and be able to pick something I really like. So don't worry, I'm getting red. 2265. If it has an asterisk, I can't remember what the asterisk means, but I'll be getting some red because I should have red. I have burgundy and I have baby pink. Go figure. That is a weird noise, Michael. So.
Hi, my chair. Sorry.
Oh, your chair's squeaking.
Yeah.
At any rate, so we wanted to get all that done, but next week is a Cherub Chit Chat. So if y'all have anything that you're wanting or would be okay with us sharing with the Cherub or the Halo community, please let me know. And you can send them via Facebook. You can send them via email. Any way that floats your boat. Our email address is listed in the description box below. But I will tell you, and I hope it says Angel, you can do Stauffer, my last name, or our last name, at haloinspired with a D.com, or you can just put Angel. Make sure you spell it right. A lot of people spell it like an angle. It's ANGEL for Angel at haloinspired.com. Either one will get to us, and then let me know that you are willing to allow us to share it. And I would love to share your work next week. Okay. And I do have a little bit of something for it. Also, I had a question come out in one of the videos, and I want to talk about it a little bit more during Cherub Chit Chat. And I'm hoping to share with you some whips. Are you pounding on your microphone?
No.
Oh, okay. Um,
What?
y'all, do y'all hear that? I think it's upstairs. I
Coming
think
from
it's a
you.
dog. It
I was gonna
is.
say
It's
that's coming
my
from
side.
you. I was like, what?
Um, so I'm going to answer the question. I'm going to give a little insight on something that I do when I design. And you understand when we talk about it next week. But share your picks. Love to be able to share them with everybody else. Your inspiration is valued greatly. And yeah, that's what we got for this week. Next week, Cherub Chit Chat. I appreciate every single one of y'all stopping by. Y'all are awesome. And I love your ideas. I mean, Velcro. What? Velcro would have been good. So you can all do it with some Velcro.
Does you see the does Urufil thread in polyester? See that question?
Oh, there's a question about polyester thread.
Yeah, does Urufil thread in polyester?
Um, they're. I don't think they carry polyester at all. They are Egyptian cotton, 100% cotton, no core, something else, no cover. It's 100% Egyptian cotton in different weights. So they do have floss if you're interested in cross stitching or embroidery. They also have, I think the lowest they have is 12 weight, and the highest or the thinnest is, I think, is 80 weight. And I want to say they carry a wool, but don't quote me on that because I went looking for wool. Oh, they do carry a wool. They do. So they also carry a wool. But they don't carry a polyester. I don't think. They're really all about their 100% cotton. Now, if I'm lying to you, I'll tell you, but I'm pretty sure they only carry cotton. I didn't see that question. Where'd that come from, Michael?
YouTube.
No, I'm who?
Oh, Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it,
They
Sherlock
say
So's.
thank you. So
Oh, okay. I don't know why maybe I need to refresh. Oh, I hate when I do that. So that's the reason why I do carry the bottom line. It's a Superior thread. It's one of their lines, and it's 60 weight polyester. So that's why I carry this, so that we do have it. On their pre-wound bobbins. Who are you talking about? Now you got me looking. All right, I'm there now. Yeah. See, we just have cotton and wool. I'm on the Aurifil site. Oh, they sold out of the color cards, guys. Hopefully y'all got one. Yeah, I don't see. No, I'm on their website. If somebody's pre-winding, yeah. They have, different groupings, like Pat Sloan has one, Tula Pink, which I'm ordering. She's got a new one coming out. Patrick Lose or Loss, I never know how to say his name. Lori Halt has a Be Happy collection. I never heard of them selling poly, and I'm gonna, yeah, I don't see it, guys. But now you got me really curious because I could feel like a complete fool. But I'm going to look one more section. Yeah, if you get polyester,
Ouch.
ooh, bless you, on their website, you get nothing. I have never heard of them selling polyester thread. And a pre-wound? I didn't know they carried pre-wounds either. Ever. Now, I do have I will look in one place offline here, because I do have a account with them. So I'll look at the sheet, but I've never seen pre-wounds either. Oh, there is a bestdeals.today discount live that has Orifel pre-wounds, but I'll have to look at my cheat sheet. I don't know if they're pre-winding them and selling them to you, but they're also cotton. So just so you know, I'm coming back to you guys. I'm done. I'll look at my price sheet, but oh, you think Pat Sloan said it? Okay. Well, you know, she is the queen of Orifel. But I'll have to take a peek at at my price sheet, and I'll get back to you, Sharina. And Sherlock Sews. I will. I'll get back to y'all. But I'm pretty sure. I've never heard of them selling polyester. Like I said, 12 weight to 80 weight and wool. But at any rate, that's it for today. I will see you all next week for Cherub Chit Chat. Thank you all for stopping by. I'm supposed to say this. Michael, do you have a way to say it? You said you had a way to say this better. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm processing. I'm processing. Give me a sec. Put me on the spot and stuff.
Well, I can just say it. So, some people have asked that I remind everybody, if you like this video,
Oh,
go
no,
ahead
no,
and
no,
hit.
no.
Oh,
Yeah, if you like it, hit the like button. If you want to see more of the same content, subscribe. If you want to be reminded of when new content comes out, you hit the bell. And if you like the video, hit the like button.
yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
So just as a reminder. But thank you all for stopping by. I'll see you all next week. I love y'all. And we will see you all so very soon. Happy hump day. Whoop, whoop. And happy quilting.
Stay safe.
Whoop, wrong button. Yes, stay safe to each and every one of you.